In our previous video, we put the basic structure of our home page in place. In this video, we're going to start adding some content. To do that then, we're going to add a new row, and we need to be careful where we add this to make sure that we're still inside our initial row and inside the col MD8. We're going to add this new row just underneath the closing div tag of the row that contains the header. So this is basically going to contain 3 reasons as to why you should hire Rosie. Let's put our Bootstrap columns in place, and we'll start with the mobile view first of all. When looked at on the mobile, this is going to be 10 columns wide with an offset of 1, so that we get the content centered and have a 1 column margin down the left side. We're going to switch that offset off for tablets and larger, because on the tablet we want it to appear in 3 columns of content. On a desktop we want it to appear in 2 columns. As we said though, we have 3 content sections, but there's only room for 2 on the desktop, so one of them will fluidly move to the bottom below the other 2. Now we're going to use a Font Awesome icon to identify each one of these, and we're going to create a new row for that. Each one of these reasons for hiring Rosie will have its own Font Awesome icon, its own subheading, and its own piece of text. And this will be repeated. We'll code for one, and then we'll copy and paste and just make a couple of changes to the core content, the text in the headers and the Font Awesome icons. So we're going to put our icon in a column with the width of 2. We'll use the Font Awesome icon again, but we're going to give it the class of 3 reasons icon so that we can style it, and then FA question to give us a question mark. Again, we'll switch ARIA hidden to true so that we don't confuse any screen readers. In our div, our Bootstrap specification for our icon was 2 wide, which leaves us with 10 columns for our header and the text. So we'll create a h4 in there, which will also give it its own class name of 3 reasons heading, and as per the rest of the headings at this point, we'll also give them the uppercase class. The heading text is "What do I do?" And then I'm going to create a paragraph and paste in some text that I got elsewhere, and this is just a couple of sentences. It should be pretty, arresting, and captivating for a potential employer or potential client. So now that we've put that in, let's refresh our page. We can see we have our icon, our header, and our text. When we view it on a mobile device, then it still looks good there too. Now we are going to provide a little bit more styling for this, but to begin with, that's looking quite good. Okay, so clicking on the little down arrow on the line number here, I can compress my col 10 section so that I can copy it and paste it. And what I need to do now is just change the heading text, which is going to be "How do I do it?" because we'll have 3 sections: what do I do, how do I do it, and why hire me. Then I can change the Font Awesome icon to a thumbs up. And I can change my paragraph text here as well to some more boilerplate text that I copied from elsewhere. And the primary reason of us doing this is to demonstrate to you how you can nest Bootstrap rows inside Bootstrap columns to achieve very flexible layouts. Okay, so we'll compress it again, copy it, and paste it in. So finally, we're going to change our Font Awesome icon to a lightning bolt this time, so FA-bolt. Our text is going to be "Why hire me?" And our paragraph will have another couple of sentences of text that I've copied from elsewhere as well. So we'll paste that in, just make it look a little bit nicer. Okay. So now that everything is in place, let's save our HTML file, refresh our page, and see what we get. So we'll just use a desktop view for now. And as we can see, we get our 2 columns And our third content section then fluidly wraps onto the line below. So let's start styling our icons. I'm going to just grab a copy of this comment here and then put it down at the bottom of our CSS file and change its text to 3 reasons. And then the first thing that we want to style is our 3 reasons icon. And what we want to do is make this bigger and also give it some color. So we'll pop that in there. And we'll give it a font size of 26 pixels to make it much bigger. And we'll change the color. And what we want to do here is use the same color as we used for the home page menu item. So I'm going to go up and copy that from our UI menu color home class and paste it in. And this will just create an association, a visual association on our page. We'll also go back now and take our 3 reasons heading class name, copy that, and paste that into our style.css. And all we want to do here is just give a little bit of space between the heading and our content text, so we'll put the margin bottom to 15 pixels. Okay, when I go back and refresh it, then it's now looking good. Our icons are standing out, and we have some space between our heading and the text. Let's check it in mobile view. And it looks very nice there too. Our content is nicely centered in a 10 width column with our offset. In actual fact, the mobile view is probably looking slightly better than the desktop at the moment. As we can see, we've got this lovely strong band of color going across the middle that cuts between the gray and the white sections. The orange font awesome icons as well add some lovely visual accents and a pop of color against the white. It ties it in as well with the main theme of our homepage. In our next video then, we're going to start working on making the desktop view look better by adding our personal information section.